Hello there. I'm on a presentation, group presentation of the subject Audit Assurance and Compliance. So I'm here to give introduction part and the 4 factors of audit. So I'm Ganesh Neupane, student ID KTM 2124. So the introduction part is there are various types of function of the specific category of auditing and assurance services. This is included with the several important types of business organization and also stakeholders of organization. 4 factors demand assurance service in Australia are financial report audits. This is the first factor. There are various types of section that contains financial reporting with many types of auditing requirements. These requirements were under the Corporation Act 2001. The another factor is audit engagements. There are some of the specific objectives that are used for the interest to be setting out the engagement letter. The normal interest established for both auditor and entity for the audit engagement. The third one is the review engagements. There are some of the requirements that are established for this standard on review engagements. This also provides with the sum of the application with some of the explanation that are required for reporting on a specific type of the process conducted by the engagement process. The last one is agreed upon procedure engagements. There are various types of terms that are agreed upon with many types of procedure engagement. Go.
So I'm here for the need for independent financial report. My name is Babu Sureshra and my student ID is GB2003. So on this part, the major reason behind the need is it enhances the performance of the independent audit by the process of supplementing the various roles that are mainly played by the players with some responsibility. So the responsibility that has been created with some of the standards setters for financial reports are independent audit value. There are also many types of sustainable audit profession created for the critical types of integrate to Australians capital market. And the another factor is the role of the management. The management is considered to be responsible for any kind of operation and also help in the managing every kind of business risks that are established while setting up the business of the organization. And the demand for auditing, there are 2 factors, the agency theory and information hypothesis. So on the demanding auditing, we got an agency theory. This types of model is mainly used for various kind of motives that are established to some of the principles. The agency theory has also resulted in many types of result that's considered for the information on self-interest and also many principles which are mainly lacking due to some of the specific reason. And information hypothesis, the information hypothesis is considered to be an activity which is mainly used for reduction of information risks. The specific types of audit service which is demanded, the main reduction of the information risks. And so the next part will be described by my friends.
Hi there, I'm Sarukarki. My student ID is TNE2157. I'm going to discuss about the demand for auditing. Demand for auditing is more likely to increase when the firms wants to purchase the voluntary audits if they are in higher if they have a higher agency cost, if they are in riskier positions, and if they want to raise the capitals. Demand for auditings have been categorized into 3 parts. One is the agency theory. Agency theory discuss the problems that can exist in the relationship between principals and agent. It predicts a demand for higher quality auditors when the agency problems are more severe. The another is information hypothesis. It is considered to be an activity which is mainly used for the reductions of information risks. Usually this is generated for the incorrect informations. And the last one is insurance hypothesis. It is mainly able to predict with some of the resources that are mostly considered to be optimal. And there are various types of investors that are in form of insurance. The legal system also activate the losses that are also depend on the reasoning work. Some of the courts also provide the supports of the court reasoning work. Thank you for the present. Nimesh will do the further presentations.
Thank you, Saru. Hi, my name is Nimesh Kaur and my student ID is EMB 24291. Now I'm going to talk about the analysis about the stakeholders of Australian industry. The key stakeholders are shareholders, creditors, directors, suppliers, potential investors, customers, as well as regulators. The first one is shareholders. It has been observed that shareholders of most of the companies in Australia take their decision depending upon the data provided by the companies. By using an assurance service, a company can properly analyze the overall data. This is because the data analysis procedure is conducted by the expert. The second one is customers. Customers are a very important stakeholder of Australian companies. In previous times, the customers were not much concerned about information about the product of the company. However, the customer patterns are changing fast, and most of the companies are concerned about the information on a product and a business enterprise. Assurance service provides recommendations on the issues related to financial problems. Regulator is another stakeholders of Australian industry. Assurance service is very important for the regulator of the companies of Australia. The marketization of a product can get an obstacle if the regulatory bodies create problems at the time of promoting the product. For this reason, it is essential to provide detailed information about a product to the regulatory bodies of the respective companies. And the last stakeholders is creditors. Assurance service has an impact on the creditors of a company in Australia. In most of the cases, the creditors of a company can be a bank, suppliers, or some other persons. A creditor will provide the amount of money will depend on the financial statement of the company. To have detailed information about financial statements, it is required to follow a proper financial procedure. By analyzing all the data of a company, the accountant infers a subject matter on which a creditor creates loans for the company. So I'm done with my presentation. Now my friend Susan Pordal will continue the presentation.
Thank you, Nimesh. This is Suzanne Paurel with student ID EMV24290. Moving on to benefit parts, Australian companies can be highly benefited with well implemented auditing standard, which are attending uniformity, increasing the reliability of financial statement. Reliability of financial statement is very important for the company, so it helps in increasing the reliability, helps in preventing frauds, which is ongoing like in vast range nowadays. It also helps in increasing the accuracy of the activities. The accuracy of the activities will determine your performance, so it helps in determining the accuracy or maybe increasing the accuracy in the activities. It also helps in increasing the comparability if it is like well implemented. And lastly, it helps in determining the accountability of managers of the company as well. So with all these, moving on to conclusion parts, there are various types of roles with various responsibilities that are accepted with both types of auditor and management, and the stakeholders of the company are mostly likely to perform with the companies like Woolworth, Coles, and Aldi. The well implemented auditing standards is mainly established for the detailed types of financial report. It helps in detailed type of financial report, which is very important for the company. It is considered to be used in various types of issue solving problem of audit system as well. So it is like useful in several ways. The reduction of risk has two types of signature that are applied to the payment, and auditor has all kind of samples about the transaction that are generated by the production of many types of sales figure. Thank you.